FirePower community, Coach Maria back here today to bring you a really delicious black bean brownie recipe, which is a twist on our classic favorite. Today we're using black beans, which are a powerhouse food that has a ton of fiber, which is really important to keep our digestive tract healthy, to help control our blood sugar, and even to reduce cholesterol as we get older. Black beans are also high in B vitamins, magnesium, and other plant phytochemicals that help us stay healthy. For my vegetarian friends, black beans are also a great source of vegetarian protein. If you don't like black beans, this is a great recipe for you because you actually cannot taste the black beans at all. It's just a yummy sweet treat that you can make at home. For this recipe today, you will need one 14-ounce can of black beans, drained and rinsed, a third of a cup of coconut oil, a quarter cup of honey, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, a quarter cup of brown sugar, a quarter cup of cocoa powder, quarter teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 large eggs, and half a cup of add-ins of your choice. Now I've gone ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I greased an 8x8 square inch pan. Now you'll need to use either a blender or a food processor in order to break down the beans and get them nice and smooth, and that way you won't be able to taste them at all. But I'm going to take my black beans and I'm going to go ahead and put those in there. Next I'm going to take our honey. I'm using a quarter cup of honey. I'm also taking a third of a cup of melted coconut oil. You can also use melted butter or any kind of neutral tasting oil like canola oil will work. We're gonna now add in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Now we have our first ingredients in here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my food processor and just blend it until it's very smooth. This is what it'll look like after blending and before adding in the rest of the ingredients. So after that's blended, we're gonna go ahead and take our eggs and I'm gonna break them into this bowl first, and then we're gonna add them in. 1. Now we're gonna add some of our dry ingredients. I'm gonna add in our cocoa powder and brown sugar, as well as half a teaspoon of baking powder and a quarter teaspoon of salt. Ever wondered why we add salt to baked goods? It's to help enhance some of the flavors. It won't actually make it salty. I'm gonna go ahead and give that another blend. So our brownie batter is coming together now. You can see it's taken on that nice chocolatey color, and it looks and smells delicious. Now if you're using a food processor, you're going to want to go ahead and remove the blade at this point, which I've already done. And we're going to take our add-ins. You can use any add-ins you like. I'm using a quarter cup of chocolate chips, just the mini ones, and also a quarter cup of walnuts for some crunch. Feel free to use any add-ins you like, or omit them if your family is allergic or if you just don't really like add-ins in your brownies. I'm going to fold those in gently, and once it's all nice and folded in, I'm going to take our square pan and just pour it in. So I got my brownies here. I'm going to take them into the oven at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes, or until they're starting to pull away slightly from the edges. It's been about 25 minutes and our brownies are all ready. I'm going to let them cool for about 10 minutes before I cut into them. After 10 minutes, you can cut into them and enjoy with a warm cup of coffee. Well, there you guys have an easy recipe for black bean brownies that you can make in 5 minutes and sure to be a hit with your kids and your families. Leave me a comment down below if you try this recipe. Happy baking!